What is up, my peeps? Joshua Smith at GSD Mode Studios with another weekly real estate tip. And today, I'm here to talk to you about how to overcome call reluctance. This is one of the biggest things, stumbling blocks or things that stifle real estate agents or really any salespeople, anybody that's in sales, success and ability to go out there and create success is inaction or lack of massive action due to their call reluctance, or let's just call it what it is, fear of rejection. So how do you overcome this effectively? And look, you guys, this is something that I personally struggled with for a long time as well. I used to spend more time looking at the damn phone, thinking and telling myself all the stories of all the crazy shit that would happen than I did actually picking up and dialing the phone. Right? So I want to share with you today what I have done to overcome that and get to the point where I'm able to massively blow up my real estate business, my sales, and become one of the top real estate agents on the planet. So real quick though, before we jump into that content, make sure if you're watching this on YouTube, make sure to subscribe below. And then once you hit that subscribe button, hit that bell. If you haven't already, this makes sure that you'll be reminded and alerted when anytime that we release one of these new videos so you don't miss out on this great content, as well as it helps us continue to grow the show, get more eyeballs on the show, impact more lives, get more higher level guests on the show, on the podcast. Also, if you're listening on anywhere audio, right? So iTunes, Stitcher, make sure to also subscribe if there's a subscribe button. But I know that there's a 5-star raving review button. So make sure to leave us a 5-star raving review. And again, that helps us support the show, or that's you doing your contribution, your part to support the show, which I greatly appreciate. And that's how you can give back to me for this content that hopefully you find really valuable and helps you grow your real estate business. All right, so back to the task on hand, which is overcoming call reluctance, right? So, and you hear so many gurus and sales trainers out there talk about, you got to grow a backbone, just toughen up. And that didn't do it for me, right? Like I've never considered myself to be something that isn't tough, but I still had a big issue with this. And I want to say this, when people say just get over it, I've never gotten over it. And I don't know many people that have. I don't know if it's something that we can just get over. Right? It's just like public speaking. I do a lot of public speaking, speak on a lot of stages all over North America, and I've never got over my fear of public speaking. Right? I still get on stage even though I've done it hundreds, if not thousands of times, been on hundreds of thousands of stages at this point. I still get that same feeling every fucking time. The only difference is the audience may not know that I'm feeling that fear anymore. I've been a little bit more polished up, but I still get the fear, right? So it's not, I don't want you to think about anymore of, I need to overcome this, or I need to eliminate my fear of rejection, or my fear of call reluctance, or my fear of public speaking, whatever that fear may be. It's more about learning to face it. How do you face it? Yes, this fear is real. Yes, this fear exists. Right? When it comes to, let's just say, call reluctance or any type of sales reluctance, it's not just call reluctance, that's just a word that gets thrown around a lot. But whether it's, you're knocking on a door, really it's just a fear of rejection, right? And there's been so much research and studies that have been done about rejection and how the human body and our overall physiology responds to it, right? And it's the same as physical pain. Yeah, right? We just aren't equipped and built to be able to handle rejection. It's something that everybody hates. And it probably comes from times like in our childhood where we faced rejection and it might have fucked us up. Who knows? And I'm not here to play Dr. Phil and get deep into that shit. I'm here to talk to you about the now, right? So, but that's something important to note of. It exists. You are not alone. Quit thinking you're alone. So don't be sorry for yourself. Don't be blaming the police. So many more go through this than don't have this. And if you don't have the call reluctance or fear of rejection, then dude, that's just like the 1% savage out there that just doesn't have emotions. Who fucking knows, right? All right, so then from there, now you can flex the muscle over time where again, you can continue in action and not let it get to you, but there's still root cause rejection at some point level, I think still gets to all of us. All right, so how did I overcome? And when I say overcome, remember that means face the fear of still. So when I say face this fear, that's get into action even though I didn't want to experience it. So how did I do that? Which is really just dealing in realities. I had to get very clear on what mattered most to me. Yes, if I call, let's just say I got these 20 or 30 or 100 expires I'm going to call today. Yes, when I call them and they tell me to piss off, fuck off, whatever, that sucks. Yes, it sucks. Right? That pain exists. That pain is real and it sucks. It hurts, right? But does that pain, and this is what I'm talking about dealing in realities, does that pain hurt more than the consequence if I don't get into action and do these tasks, right? So let's just talk about those. And this is where I live, right? I live in these pains. So I'm making decisions based on what pain I would rather not experience, right? Because I know I'm going to experience one pain or the other. It's like Jim Rohn's famous quote of, you in this life, you're either going to experience the pain of regret or the pain of discipline. You just got to pick and choose. You want to, if you're willing to face the pain of discipline, you'll go out there and create a big, epic, amazing life and won't have any regrets at the end of this life. If you're not willing to do the hard things today and develop, focus at this, take on the pain of discipline, you're going to have this massive regret of life. And at the end of this life, have the shoulda, woulda, coulda list and piss away life, right? They're both painful. Which one would you rather experience? Well, I'd rather experience the pain of discipline. Yeah, right? So it's just dealing in reality. So I started looking at making a list of, okay, what are the consequences if I don't do this thing that I'm afraid of? Okay, well, failing the business. Like I might have to become a statistic, fail out of this industry, and then go face all my family, all my friends, all the naysayers, all the, oh, I told you so's. And more importantly than that, know personally that I fucking failed. I got to deal with that now for the rest of my life, right? So do I want to deal with that? Right? Or if you got kids and my wife, we're a one-income family, right? So my wife's at home with the kids and she does some things to help out the business, but there's no income there. It's dependent upon me to bring that home. So if I don't produce at work, that means no mortgage, no roof over the head for my kids, right? Not able to provide food or the opportunities that we do. And I just roll into a story of imagining and visualizing my daughter wanted to go to college later in life. She's only 11 now, but later in life, right? Wanting to go into college, she finally gets into her dream college, and us having to have a conversation, right? Now, if I do the work and face my fear over here of the call reluctance, right, that conversation is going to go a totally different way than if I don't, right? So, and when I'm visualizing this, I can visualize her getting home, walking from the mailbox, getting a letter, being so stoked, and then me having a conversation with her. Now, if I don't face my fear of, or face my fear of call reluctance or stage fright or whatever, that conversation could very well go something like this. Oh, high five, baby, so proud of you, great job. Now, unfortunately, your mom and dad can't help out with your tuition. So you're now gonna have to get yourself into hundreds of thousands of dollars of debt to pay to go to this college. And the reality is, and the reason is that you're gonna have to put yourself in all that debt is because your dad was too much of a fucking coward to go out there and pick up this piece of plastic, this phone, have a conversation with a stranger that doesn't know me, that doesn't know you, that doesn't care about our family. And my fear of doing that was greater than my fear of having this conversation with you. So I can't put you through to college because I'm a coward, right? Versus high five, right, good job, amazing. Where do I stroke the check? Maybe we should go visit your school this weekend and so we can, check out living situations, start picking out your furniture. So proud of you. Like, how do you want those conversations to go? And this is where dealing in realities exists. You guys, look, like we got to be smarter than just hoping, wishing, and praying. Nobody's going to fucking save you. Nobody's going to come do the work for you. Nobody's going to help you. There is no savior. You got to be your own savior. And you're only one decision and one action away from changing your life and changing the trajectory of how your whole entire life turns out, right? So you got to make those decisions. It's like when I was losing weight, the pain of when I went through my 118-pound weight loss journey and overcame obesity. The pain of not eating the food I wanted to eat that I was addicted to existed. It was real, right? Or maybe you're quitting smoking or quitting drinking. The pain of not giving yourself that thing exists. It's real, right? But I had to go and think, well, what pain would I rather experience? Would I rather be morbidly obese, have no energy, hate the way I look, never be one to see me with my shirt off, be disgusted with myself? Do I want that pain? Or do I want the pain of not being able to eat this fucking, candy bar or whatever the hell it was at that moment, right? So this is what I mean by dealing in realities. So with all this being said, quit chasing the magic solution. It doesn't exist. You're not going to find some magical script where you're never going to get rejected. That does not exist. You guys, I've done hundreds of thousands, if not fucking millions of sales calls at this point. And anybody that's done massive amounts of sales calls and that's become a massively successful salesperson will tell you, anybody that tells you that there is a magic script or a magic solution is full of shit, right? It is just about dealing in those realities, getting real with it, and making the hard choice. If you're willing to make the hard, right choices in the moment, you will live a great, easy life. if you were or aren't willing to make those hard choices in the moment, and you want what's easy in that moment, you're going to live a fucking hard life, right? So you just got to pick and choose. And this is how you face those fears, not do away with them. This is how you face them. And you go out there and kick ass regardless if that fear exists or not. So get into action, go out there, like I said, man, make your lists of the alternative choices, all the things that we talked about today, and stay in action. I hope and pray that this has been helpful and valuable for you, and that this hopefully inspires you to go out there and push through those tough times, because it's all tough, man. It's when I say it's all tough, I mean, I don't want to scare you away from their success journey, but look, each and every day I have to do hard shit that I don't want to do. There's a lot of other things each and every day I would rather be doing, right? But it's doing those hard things each and every day that make me massively fulfilled. The easy things that would make me happy in the moment never make me fulfilled, right? Like I never feel good about myself the day after I fucking take a day off and binge watch a bunch of Netflix, episodes and do nothing with my life and I'm not productive. I never feel good after that. Feels good in the moment, but not afterwards, right? It's the hard shit, the hard, important things that make us truly fulfilled. So hopefully this helps you do those hard, important things that you're not motivated to do, because again, none of us are motivated to do them. We just choose to do them anyway, right? So hopefully this is helpful to you. And real quick before we leave, make sure to check out growmyrealestatebusiness.com, which is a 3-hour online masterclass where I share everything in my real estate business, the most powerful piece of advice that I have after my 14 plus years in the real estate industry now, and not just the experience in the years, right, but my path and journey of becoming one of the top real estate agents and team leaders on the planet, with selling well over 5,000 homes at this point, and being one of the top 1% of realtors worldwide. So check out growmyrealestatebusiness.com. Also make sure to check us out at gsdmo.com, where you can see more great content just like this video, as well as our podcast interviews, our Leveling Up series, as well as we have a lot of other great resources and free training tips, all this fun shit on there. So check out gsdmo.com. Thank you so much for watching and listening. Truly appreciate you. Keep kicking ass, and I'll see you next time. Peace.